Welcome everyone to a monumental battle between the ancestors of Carrick 8 Peaks under the wisdom and guidance of Arubberduckofwar going up against the children of the Old Ones with Rikystark leading the great plan. So here for the Lizardmen, 2 units of the Croxagores here for the monstrous infantry, anti-infantry and armor piercing here for the toolkit, making them really good here up against all those Dowie. 3 units of the red-crested skinks here in the front for the AP and poison, as well as the cohort of Sotek in support with that unbreakable status and refuse to die. For a little bit more tank, we are going to have 3 units of the Source Warriors with shields, great melee defense there at 34 with 60 armor and those bronze shields. Over here on the right, 2 units of Kite here with the Razordon hunting packs, including the Amaxon Barbs with that added poison. In the back here, with the hero, we are going to have the Skink Priest of Beasts, in with the transformation of Gadon, Amber Spear, and the Wild Heart. Over here on the right-hand side as well, we are going to have 2 units of the Pterodon Riders. Great anti-air force here up against the Dowie with all of those brimstone guns. And here with the Lord Choice, we are going to have Oxyotl. So quite commonly picked here, we are going to have Master Predator with that AP and Poison, 534 missile strength. But of course, magic ammunition will be nerfed here up against the Dowie. So, for the force of the Dwarfs, 4 units of the Miners and Blasting Chargers here dotted in the front line. Included here an extra unit of the Miners. We are going to have the double Iron Drake Hammer torpedoes for those great anti-large and armor-piercing shots. In the back, the very rare choice of the Flame Cannon, 1.3 cost there. It's going to be very good here with that burnt and 556 missile strength. And we're also going to have a normal cannon here, great accuracy and range at 440, will really help support this front line. So 2 units of the elite infantry starting in with the Norgrimling Iron Breakers, 79 melee defense, immune to psychology as well. This unit is such great tank with 125 armor, bronze shields, and they're going to do really well here along with those blasting charges. The other one here is, of course, going to be the Peak Gate Guard. Here, the hammers with the magic attack, with those imbued runes here on the hammer, going to really help them out today. Immune to psychology, 55 armor-piercing weapon strength, with that armor sundering, going to help up against all those big, large, heavily armored dinosaurs. So, super elite here from the Dowie and mega wide coming in from the Lizardmen. That's something I really like. We're going to immediately dive to some cover here using the Croxagores. Only 12 models per unit. You can see a couple are going to get hit there by the cannon immediately out the gate. They're going to be running here towards and behind this nice statue here left by the Greenskins. So here we are going to get some brilliant cover, and it's going to be the same on the right hand side. Both the Amaxon Barbs and also the Razordon hunting packs going to try and get a little bit of cover here from that terrain. Coming in from behind here is going to be the Pterodons. We can see shooting into the front line, doing some great damage here up against the Source Warriors is going to be that Flame Cannon. It's going absolutely ham here. Blasting charges in the front, coming down here from the Miners. They're going to be ripping apart Source Warriors and Skinks alike. Now we are going to be having fighting hand-to-hand combat here. The Miners and Blasting Charges going up against the Source Warriors, and that is not good there. We are going to see a double stack coming in, so that Flame Cannon going to get double value. Here in the front though, Blasting Charges is going to be ripping apart the cohort of Sotek. Only 30 armor for them. They do pop refuse to die, but I don't know if that's going to help here towards the end. They are going to be fighting, but 79 melee defense here is going to be met with the Iron Breakers. Someone in the middle here, we are going to get the transformation of Gadon from the Skink Priest of Beasts. And what we want to try and do is keep Oxyotl away here from this middle pocket. Shooting here up against the Iron Drake Armor torpedoes is not going to be great. Blasting charges do come forward, but also here we are going to get some rock drops in the back up against the Flame Cannon and the Trollhammer torpedoes. Now they do have 70% fire resistance, and being the main damage is fire here from the rock drops, they're going to negate a lot of that damage. But in return here we can see shots coming into the sky up against the Pterodons, and they are going to be really struggling here up against the nice ranged pressure. In the middle, we do see the Ferromanticore putting some pressure in the back as well. There's not too much here to save. We do actually have Belagar ready to go. As well in the back here, we are going to be getting Gotrek. Now, the man, the myth, the legend here, he is going to be having Gotrek's Doom, as well as the Heroic Fortitude. You should better get in the front here and help up against the Pterodons, and maybe try and see if we can push back some of the Croxagores. For the Lord Choice here, we are going to be having Belagar, who will have Revenge Incarnate, given that 40 melee attack and 60% of base weapon damage. That'd be great here, fighting up against Pterodons and all those lightly armoured frontline units. Oh, nice Amber Spear here coming through up against the Peak Gate Guard Hammers, doing some lovely work there in the front. Turning and burning, though, is going to be the Flame Cannon. They are going to try and fire here into the pockets on the left-hand side, up against the Source Warriors and the Red-Crested Skinks. Breaking here, looks like we do still have ammunition in tow, is going to be the Urkran Miners. Unfortunately, they are going to be falling under the pressure here of this left-hand flank. In the front, the Miners going to be holding true and strong up against these red-crested skinks, but this right-hand push here from the Croxagores going to be trying to thump here up against the Peak Gate Guard Hammerers. The boys are going to hold here for the Karak 8 Peaks, as they will hold it for Belagar, so hopefully we can retake it one day. You can see here the cannons are going to get a little bit of pressure in the back here. Croxagores, as well as red-crested skinks, are going to be filling into every single orifice they can get themselves into to shut down all these great Dari artillery pieces. In the back, the Miners blasting charges, pressing up against some of these skinks. Double bronze chevron already there for them. They're going to be doing some great work here in the back. Oxyontal is going to be shooting into the pocket. And so the aim here is going to be coming downtown into the middle. But look at those blasting charges, firing straight up against the red-crested skinks. We are going to be losing the flame cannon here. Only 5 models left, 200 HP for them, but they still have some leadership in tow. We can see here that the Saurus Warriors are in and around, and it's unlikely to see the artillery piece back today. Moving in, though, we can see very weak is going to be the Razor on hunting packs. They have joined the fight here at 4 minutes. And what I really like here, and we'll slow it down a little bit, I like the fact that they were left as reserves. The only problem here is behind this little cover, they weren't actually getting shot constantly there by the cannon. They've now been reduced down to 6 models and constantly getting shot even at this moment, meaning unfortunately one unit is not going to be able to fire here in the later stages. It is going to rampage and immediately broke, and it's just going to be the Maximum Bombs left. In the front here, we can see the Croxagores are going to lose here up against the Peak Gate Guard Hammerers, but there's not a lot of Dowie force here left in from Arubberduckofwar. We can see here the red-crested still going after Belagar, moving in up against the cannons, and here could be really painful in this late stages is going to be the Maximum Bombs. They do have great speed here coming in at 70, and 90 armor as well is going to make them pretty tanky towards the end. And now the second summon of the Ferromantical here with the transformation of Gadon. Should really get some nice pressure here in the back, maybe come against some of these Miners, chase them off, or put some pressure here just on the Iron Drakes or Hammer Torpedoes. The Croxagores are going to return, meeting in with Skink Cohorts. Having those two fight side by side could be very handy here. And it's like here, we are going to get a pressure, and it is going to come down here on top of the Iron Drakes or Hammer Torpedoes. And then it's going to immediately charge straight in up against the Miners, immediately terrify them. I'm going to put them here and shatter them. Great work there coming out of the Ferromanticore. Pterodons are going to be shooting here into the Naked Gotrek, and it's looking pretty dire here from the Dowie. Balance of power is going to be pulling into the Lizardmen favour, as we do immediately break the Peak Gate Guard Hammerers. Now, we do have armor-piercing weapon strength and poison as well here coming from the Maximum Barbs. That could be really handy here while fighting up against the armored Dowie. In the middle of the Ferromantical is putting pressure on Belagar. He is going to run away a little bit here. He does have 60 melee defense, so he can hold his own in combat. 60 melee attack as well as the Revenge Incarnate can really help him fight pretty much an uptrade against any Lord, Hero, or single entity monster in the game. Now, we are going to rampage here with the Ferromantical. He is going to push into the back. We are going to be shooting a little bit here, but we do actually break there with the Troll Hammer Torpedoes. Good pressure from the red-crested skinks as well as the Pterodon Riders. Clearing up very nicely in the back. The Norgrimling Ironbreakers are now going to be toe-to-toe alongside Belagar and Gotrek as they go up against the Skin Cohorts and the Rampaging Manticore. We are going to be shooting in here with the Amaxon Bombs, and it's looking like it's going to be pretty tough here. We are going to be able to chase off the double Iron Drakes. There's not going to be much here that Dowie can do about that. Over here on the right-hand side, we can see the Skink Priest. He is going to be pushing off the Peak Gate Guard Hammerers. 9 models left. We are going to be having 11 leadership, but he is not going to give up that chase. Now, we do actually break here up against the Skin Cohorts and the Croxagores. 2 models left. We don't really want those returning if at all possible. Now, we are going to push for the cheese and try and see if we can chase off the Croxagore. They haven't shattered yet, but if we could get that to happen, that could be quite nice. The only problem here is the Maximum Bombs are going to be shooting here into the back of the Norgrimling Ironbreakers. We still have 67 models, 3,600 health, and look at that volley there. Some lovely damage coming up against the Norgrimlings. So I think we can skip a little bit on here. We can see it could be a little bit of a chase. We are now going to move in here with the Pterodons, and it's going to be a nice charge here in from behind. Norgrimlings are going to get caught up. Pterodons are going to try their best. They don't have any sort of armor or physical resistance, so they will struggle to punch through that 79 melee defense here of the Norgrimlings. Belagar comes in. We do actually shatter them, so some great work there. We are still going to be shooting in with the Amaxons, as well as the second unit of Pterodons. Charging in is going to be the red-crested skinks and the Croxagores. We are going to immediately rampage here with the monstrous infantry as we do thump here with Belagar, Gotrek. With Gotrek's Goon going down, plus 40 melee defense and 40% damage resistance is very helpful indeed. And Maximum Barb's getting super close here to get that accuracy nice and high. And now we are going to move in with the Saurus Warriors. As you can see down low here, we are going to be seeing the monstrous Croxagore. They are going to be fighting to the very last model. 220 health for them. They are seriously struggling. We do actually see Cold-Blooded going down, but they are going to break. But hopefully we should see those return. Moving out is going to be the Norgrimlings, trying to see if they can chase off here up against the Amaxon Barbs. And here in the middle, we do actually yet again break the Saurus Warriors. A lot of the units here from Lizardmen are now going to be breaking. They are going to be going down here over time. The Dowry resilience is very high indeed. A little bit of a skip here. So we do get a bit of chase and a bit of kite coming from Oxyotl. We are going to be shooting in with the Amaxon Barbs. A little bit of kite from behind here coming in from the Pterodon Riders. Getting maximum value here up against the Norgremlings is going to be ideal. And an auto win here if we do happen to get it for the Lizardmen. Great work from them, and now we can focus here with Oxyotl on top of the Hero Core and Belegar. We should be able to pull out the victory here, but it all comes down to Ducky. We are going to be fighting into hand-to-hand combat here up against the Amaxon Barbs, and shooting in from behind with Oxyotl with that snipe mechanic is really going to help. We do break the Norgremlings. We do need to chase them off, so nice work there coming in from the Lizardmen player, trying to see if we can get off the Norgremlings. Looks like here we have 6 models left, only 160 health for those guys. Shots going into Gotrek. He's going to be having 2,100 health, and Oxyotl's going to get caught. No! We get a big punch. Lovely damage coming through there. At least 300-400 health getting chopped off Oxyotl. Are we going to get a second hit through? It's like Gotrek could possibly come through. We are going to be having cold-blooded as we do fight here up against Gotrek. 1.8k for him, going down to 1,900 here for Oxyotl. We are going to return here with the Pterodon Riders. It looks like here they did lose the last of their ammunition. We are going to have 2 models there, 400 health for them. Over here in the background, we do have a couple of broken units of Saurus Warriors. They could return. They are only broken. But here in the middle, we are going to charge in here with the Pterodons. Try and see if we get him with the Amaxon Barbs as well. It looks like we are going to get Revenge Incarnate coming down for Belegar, giving him 100 melee attack, 624 weapon strength indeed. Gotrek is going to be chasing Oxyotl. It's not going to have a nice 360 shot there to the face of Gotrek, going down to 1.3k for him. We're going to have 1.9 here coming in for Oxyotl. We are going to be fighting Belegar going up against the Amaxon Barbs. 2 models left, 170 health. And returning here are the Pterodon Riders. They're going to be wavering as well. Revenge Incarnate still going down. And he manages to shatter the Pterodon Riders. Very good stuff there coming in from the Lord of Eight Peaks. Now here, still in chase, is going to be Gotrek. He does catch, and a lovely hit there up against Oxyotl. Great work here indeed. He's still going to be in chase. It looks like it. Oh, we do actually get the healing here. So Heroic Fortitude does go down for Gotrek. Nice stuff coming in from him. So balance power is pretty even here. We can see Oxyotl still on the map. I don't know what we have left here coming in for the Lizardmen. In the back corner, we do actually have the Skink Priest of Beasts. Hopefully he can return. He does have full health, but I don't know if he's going to be able to help here in this matchup. We can see Oxy here fighting up against Gotrek. He still has ammunition, 4 left. That could certainly be enough here to take out Gotrek if at all possible. He's probably not going to be able to beat Belegar in combat. He still has a silver shield and 120 armor. He is going to get beaten back here. Balance of power is even because we have a seriously healthy Skink Priest there in the back. Now, he does get broken. He is going to be able to get away faster here. We do actually have 54 speed for him. Gotrek is going to be having 42 and 32 here in from Belegar. So this is going to be seriously close here to the end. Balance of power is even because Oxyotl still has some great shots here towards the end. Now, it looks like here we do have enough leadership to return. Cold-Blooded was popped as well, probably coming in here from the Skink Priest. He's going to be up to 14 leadership, so we could certainly see a return here. We do have 317 health here for Gotrek. A nice Amber Spear downtown. We are going to get down to 15 health for Gotrek. It's going to be super close here towards the end. Now, can Oxyotl come in with the big shot here is the question. He needs to target Gotrek here. Gotrek's Doom does go down. He gets shot and he goes down. So it looks like here it's going to be 2 ammunition with Oxyotl going up against Belegar and a full health Skink Priest. He is going to try and run away here. Are we going to get away with him, though, is the question. This is seriously down to the wire. Balance of power is still going to be in the Lizardmen's favour. We can see Belegar, 2,400 health for him. We are going to have 2,400 for the Skink Priest and only 388 here coming out of Oxyotl. And what we can see, we are going to have Cold-Blooded going down, plus 16 leadership. And we are going to charge in here with the Skink Priest. He is going to fight, and he's going to hit and get away, but he doesn't have great stats. 22 on 26. Oxyotl goes into combat. Revenge Incarnate gets popped, and we kill Oxyotl. It's now going to be a 1 vs 1. Belegar Ironhammer going up against the Skink Priest. We are going to have to turn and fight here for the honor of the Lizardmen. Can the old plan here come together, or are we going to go forward here with Belegar? He gets a big hit through up against the Skink Priest. It's going to be super close here towards the end, but I think Belegar is going to take the victory with a nice big hit. He does hit, we do waver, we do shatter, and a win here for the Karazhan Corps. Great victory coming in from the Dowie. Brilliant stuff here from Arubberduckofwar, and well played to Rikystark 69. So we are going to have 2,068 damage value coming from Oxyotl, with 518 for the Skink Priest of Beasts. 241 there for the skink cohort. For the red-crested skinks, 800 for 78 kills, 630 and 360. Lovely stuff there coming for the red-crested skinks. 750, 155 and 650 there for the Saurus Warrior shields, and only 147 there for the cohort of Sotek. Flame cannons and blasting charges really ruining the day. 612, 435 here for the Pteranodon Riders, with the Croxagores coming in at 470 and 535. 47 here for the Razordon Hunting Packs, unfortunately getting shot there by the cannon, really shutting them down, but 66 kills, 1,167 from the Amaxon Barbs. So if we manage to get a little bit better play here out of the cohort of Sotek and the Razordon Hunting Packs, maybe this could have been a very different day indeed. But a great battle and a great army composition indeed. Now we are going to have Belegar Ironhammer, 2,300 damage value for him. Great work coming in from the man, the myth, the legend. 1,800 as well from Gotrek. Seriously love these two as a combo. Fantastic stuff. 147 there for the miners. For the blasting charges, 280, 430, 300 and 113. With 250 there for the Urkram miners. 1,084 for the Peak Gate Guard Hammerers. With 192 kills, 1,200 for the Norgrimling Iron Breakers. 23 kills, 880, and 12 kills for 630 there for the Trollhammer Torpedoes, with 27 kills for 1,034 damage value. Great stuff there from the cannon. 127 kills for 1,150 there for the Flame Cannons. What a brilliant and awesome game here coming from both of these guys. If you did enjoy this, please feel free to smash that like button. It would really help here on the channel. And please drop a comment down below about what you thought as well. If you are new here, do feel free to subscribe. It really does help the growth of the channel. And do check out that description. You can see all my other social media platforms, including Twitch, and most importantly, that Discord. Now, if you join the Discord, you can see all my single player, multiplayer, as well as my leagues and tournaments here that go on a daily and weekly basis. And you can also find replays for casting where you can leave videos just like this to see here in the future. Other than that, I've been your boy Logic. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you all very, very soon.